All right, we're we're in the basement bunker. Hopefully, where there's better service. If not, this is I'm not trying again. We'll try this again. We'll do a quick stream. Let me know how the connection is. It was total shit every other place we tried. All right, how's that? Right by the water heater. Right, brand endorsement. Water heater is anyway. All right, let's see. How's that? Is that connection better? Can you see that? I think it's better. All right, yo. All right, here we go. All right, so let's see this. Please share screen. Do the Ecuador. Is this better? Can you see now? Huh? We're putting feelers out there for an Ecuador trip. Paramo and the lowland tropics. Not lowland, like upper Amazon. 3,000 feet. Oh, look at that utricularia. It's the flower on an epiphytic carnivorous plant. Got some nice melostomes. I gotta reference let's see this. Where'd it go? I need a checklist of everything I saw last trip. Trip is November 6th. It's 1 week. Yeah, we're trying to see if anyone's able to go. November 6th is kind of a shitty time. What is it? Is November 6th lousy timing? Mid-November? Who the fuck can get time off in mid-November? I guess it's more of a summer thing. Yeah, how's that? Okay, good. Yeah, better. I just had to get right under where the modem is. You know, we're here in the basement bunker. What happened to what vid? Wait, it's black screen now? Ah, shit. Oh, you know what? It might be because when you do the screen share, that might be it. Is that better? Yeah, screen share. Yeah, it's fucking YouTube. YouTube sucks. I think that's just the problem. YouTube just can't update their software. Anyway, yeah, I stopped screen sharing. You know, this is pathetic. Is there a better? How do people normally do live streaming? They do it on Twitch or something. What are the kids doing now? How do they do it? They do on Twitch. What's a better streaming platform than shitty YouTube? Okay, so I'll keep this short. We're trying to do an Ecuador trip in November. We're trying to put feelers out there, see if people can make it, or if it's an issue. So, StreamYard, what is that? I'll go on fucking. I'll show pictures off my phone if I have to. God, YouTube's one of the better ones. Jesus Christ. I hate this shit. I want to go fucking take a walk now. I want to go take a walk. I got okay, let's see. Yeah, okay, let's try screen sharing again, see if this comes on through. Let me know if it don't work. Yeah, Ecuador's wild shit. Epidendroid orchids. We got the black sporophylls of that elaphoglossum. We got one of the epiphytic ericoids, epiphytic blueberries. Bunch of great shit. Ooh, spirospermum buxifolium. All right, let's see. Can you guys see that, or is it black? Nah, it went black. Fucking pathetic. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know. Can you see you could see the screen share. Okay. If it's still black, let me know. So we're trying to do this. I see I can't control that screen if I leave this one now. So we're trying to do this trip. We're trying to see if anyone can make it. Can anybody make it in November for an Ecuador trip? It'll be me, Alan Rockefeller, and Alex, and then we're going to have some Ecuadorian mycologists and botanists with us. It's a nice water heater. I'm at my ma's for the next day. think she gets taken advantage of by these fucking contractors, you know. She don't need a water heater this big. It's fucking crazy. You know, they shake you down, these fucking unscrupulous, you know, Miss, you'd be better. Well, you know, you'd be better with 3 times the capacity than you need. Okay. We're trying to do this Ecuador trip. Yeah, we're flying into Quito. I think the main thing that's going to be hard for people is the timing, in that it's early November, right? It's Paramo, so it's like high elevation tropics. You see all these like, you know, temperate lineages, but they're at 12,000 feet, where it's like the climate of the Sunset District of San Francisco, like just sunny or super foggy, really cool, chilly. And then we're gonna be there for 4 or 5 days, and then we're dropping down into the upper Amazon, which is actually not super hot. It's like 80, and it rains a lot. So, but again, I think the main constraint is just going to be timing for people. What do you think? Let me know. I don't fucking know. Yeah. See, it's got to be holidays and summer. But I wish I could share the screen, because there's so much fun shit to talk about with Ecuadorian botany anyway. The fucking tropical blueberries. I'm guessing it's gonna go. I'm guessing this is black screen for you guys now. I don't know how to fix that issue with screen share in Google or YouTube rather. Oh, look at a little frog. God, it was so much crazy shit there, man. Anyway, let's see. You're seeing photos. It's good now. Screen share's back. Nice. Okay. Yeah. So what is going to be the big permaculture dudes are said? Yeah, we just moved from San Diego. We started a permaculture food forest in Ecuador. We demolished 5 acres of forest but we've got an amazing food forest. We're growing tropicals from all over the world. the food forest. It's a food, you know. I'm glad people get excited. It just takes a minute to get them in, you know, on the understanding how shit works here on planet Earth, and not everything revolves around people. Can you see Heliconia? You fucks, can you see that fucking Heliconia? What's going on there? What are those big pinks about? Why are they there? Huh? All right, first person to correctly answer the question doesn't get called a dildo. Where the fuck? Did you see that flying dildo? Did you see that? Let's pull up. Hey, let's pull up that Russian. Where's the Russian vid with the fucking dildo on the drone? We need some of that to really loosen up the times. Look at this shit. They fucking solar. These contractors, they're robbing my ma. You don't fucking need one of these things. What the fuck is this? Thermal expansion thing? I don't know. Do you need any plumbers out there? Is she getting taken for a ride? Look, she got a fucking water heater for like a six-person family. She lives there in the southwest side of Chicago. She doesn't need a fucking giant water heater. They're taking her for a ride. These fucking contractors, you know? That's some Chicago shit. It's like Saul. Yeah, let me show you how I made this apple tree thrive in the Australian desert. It's because she got robbed. That's because these fucking contractors show up and they tell her, you know, she needs way more. It's insane. This is like a fucking jacuzzi. She doesn't use that. Anyway. Hot water heater. Yeah, well, who gives a fuck? Hot water? I'm not a plumber. Why don't you settle down? Hot water heater sounds redundant. What are you, a fucking English teacher? Am I writing an essay? All right. It's a big water heater. It's bigger than mine, you know? I take like a hot shower. Yeah, I take a hot shower every once in a while. Well, where I live, you gotta take a hot shower every day because you're sweating like a pig all the time. But she can take long showers. She just goes and sits in there for an hour, you know, just hanging out in the hot. Okay, what is this? What are these pink bracts for? Huh? It's a heliconia, right? What would those big pink bracts be for? Let's see. No, why are they pink? I mean, maybe a landing pad. That could partially be it, I think, for little birds. Definitely an attractant for birds, right? Yeah. You see that color. That color really gives it away. Yeah, this is. Hold on, let's go back to this. Let's go back to the screen share. Hoping there's no. Oh, look at the glasswing. It's good for erectile poultice. Oh, what was this? This was Polygonaceae. It's a large. It's an ant mutualist in Polygonaceae. I forget the fucking. Oh Christ! It begins with a T. See, this is why I need INAT, because I'll never remember. I'll never forget families. Because that plays the Tripleris, right? I think it's Cumingiana. Um, but you get Tripleris americana in Central America. Those red bracts. Um, I need. Oh, I got the Ecuador checklist. I can actually check for what Tripleris species have been documented from the area. Yeah, hummers and really any bird. Yeah, birds are attracted by pink, and birds and butterflies. Right, but obviously that's still large. It's being taken over. Beetles would not be going for pink, and bees would not be going for pink either. So yeah, so what's up, man? What is going on with this? What is a better time to plan a trip here? We planned a trip. Oh, look at this Loranthaceae, these tropical mistletoes. Look how showy those things are. And we only got a view of this because it fell from the canopy. That's a lot of time. Those are the only times. Look at the ovary. Those are the only times you can see a lot of these epiphytes, or especially in case of this, the mistletoe. But that is typical Loranthaceae flower structure. 4 or 5 petals recurved like that. Bright red flowers. A lot of them are bird pollinated, and then these exserted stamens for pollinating birds. Yeah, we're trying to do this trip for November 6th, and it's short notice because it's like 6 weeks to plan. We did that coaster. These trips are fun. It's $2,500, which is, I mean, I couldn't have afforded it 20 years ago, but it's for a week of like going hard every day and then just photographing everything that you encounter. And then me and Alan and Mandy are giving presentations every night on tropical botany, DNA sequencing, and you basically have to pay for airfare there, but then you don't have to worry about shit else. And so it's fun as hell, but I think November is just a shitty time for people, So, but I guess that depends. I guess it just depends on people's availability. I think February would probably be better. But let's go. Yeah, we'll go through some more of these. Let's see. Gesneriads. It's wild, man. There's still so much shit that I wasn't able to. I think this is a pokeberry. Yeah, totally. But there's still so much that I wasn't able to identify. Oh, yeah, this is nice. Phragmipedium piercii. Pollinated by a single species of, what was it? Hoverfly, I think. I put a write-up on this. 2 anthers. It's cypripedioid, so it's got 2 anthers instead of 1. That's a synapomorphy for that subfamily of the orchid family. And then it's got these staminodes. Looks like a little mustache and a stigma. And it's got this bag. This bag. This is the habitat that it. You can see what it looks like. That's what it looks like. I'm close. It's got a little pouch. The lady slipper. What a stupid common name. Lady slipper. The fuck. Something. The jewel bag flower. That's better because it looks like a jewel bag. Jewel Osco. Lady slippers. These fucking common names. Combination of words I would otherwise never mutter. Oh, it looks like a lady slipper. See that? But deceptive pollination, like so many orchids do, growing limestone rocks at an elevation of about 3,000 feet, 1,000 meters. Another Gesneriad. This was some apiaceous thing. Or it might be, and I think it's a Railiaceae. It's more appropriate. But the flash setup, I use the beginner DSLRs or Z lenses because they've got that little pop-up flash. I don't carry the speed light around. I mean, I might start doing it now, but those speed lights are a pain in the ass, and there's so many moving parts that can just fall apart, and Um, I've heard these are estimated at least 350,000 species. I don't know. Dominix. Dominix. Rest in peace, Dominix. Oh, fuck. Okay, let's see what else. This is nice to go through these again. This is nice to refresh. How's everybody doing? What are you doing inside at noon on a Sunday? Don't you want to go outside? Oh, look at this cucurbit. There's the flower on this cucurbit. Which, of course, most of the flowers are male on cucurbitaceae, and then you get one female flower. And how can you tell them apart? Because the female flower is subtended by an ovary. God, it was so fucking wet there. That was the main issue. This is Cleomacea. I forget what let me look up what genera. Let's see. Okay. Podandrogyne. Podandrogyne. Where'd the dog go? Jimmy, get over here. I don't know where he went. Oh, look at this aeroid. What aeroid was it? It was some sort of yeah, man, a lot of this it takes a minute to get your Jesus Christ. Some Ericaceae. I don't know if I've identified that. At least identified 2 species. But it's really, there's a Cecropia. There's really intact biodiversity in a lot of the regions there. Lauraceae, some begonia. Erythroxylum, the coca genus. This thing had a really weird, God, it was wild. Numbed my mouth. And, you chew on a leaf and it's like you get that like mild sleazy cocaine feel, which I never liked blow, and so it was not very. It was interesting for me for like 5 minutes, but I'm not. I've never liked blow, and it was just. But that's the genus Erythroxylum. There's like 200 species in Erythroxylum. Cocaine is an alkaloid. They're bird dispersed fruits. There's a host of other alkaloids in there, and because of their toxicity, there's I think there's a number of Lepidoptera that they use Erythroxylum as a host plant. Order is Malpighiales, the same order as willow. So the coca plant is related to willows more so than many other plants. But yeah, there you go. See, yeah, get out there, go get it, Christian. Go for a bike ride. Coca, most addictive plant on earth. I would say probably that, or morphine. The opioids, bad stuff. Salix mentioned, but yeah. So you can mix with mullein. Did you guys know mulleins medicinal? I'm gonna start a foraging website. Look at this. We just had a taper off in live stream. I shamed people. 30 people dropped off. I shamed them into going outside. See, that's why I'm not good at. It's like I'm not good at. All right, let's see. Let's see what else we got. There's an Erythroxylum flower, 3 stigmas. There's the look at the Centropogon. Like any lobelia, it's got a fused anther column, and those are the only reproductive parts. In the petal, there's this fused anther column and a style that pops out and is facultatively male and then becomes female afterwards. Some nice frog diversity. There's the research stations we're going to. Man, that was Very nice. On a good day, you can see the volcanoes in the distance. More melastomes, as indicated by those bizarre ass anther shapes. And yeah, yeah, exactly. Um, I did a fucking tour at Garfield Park Conservatory yesterday, which went well. Like 50 people showed up. It was great. There were parts I was aggressively yelling at people because they weren't asking questions. These fucking Midwesterners, man, you got to get crack people out of their shells, and I get it. I think because I don't know, just we're social animals and we get caught up in this. People are worried about looking stupid or, your self-esteem. As I think as humans, during our formative years until we kind of snap out of it or just realize that most people are full of shit anyway. Before that occurs, most of us, our self-esteem and self-worth is based probably, mostly subconsciously on what other people think of us. But then when you realize most people are full of shit or just trying, I don't say that in a mean way. Most people are full of shit or just trying not to look stupid anyway. After you realize that, you kind of loosen up and you're like, hey, what have I got to lose? I'm a jackass. We're all fucking nuts and, semi-sentient apes. It doesn't matter. Anyway, so look at those melastomes. But yeah, this tour yesterday was great. Garfield Park Conservatory. What a fucking resource. You happen to pass through Chicago, go over there. It's on the west side. it's it's kind of in the hood. It's not that bad. You take the Green Line out there, the Lake Street L. I was talking to this guy who's worked there 25 years, and he was like, yeah, man, we used to get people like, we found like Glocks and people running from the cops, throwing handguns in the fucking outdoor lot, like throwing it over the fence and stuff. But it's mellowed out. It's mellowed out a little bit since then. That was 20 years ago, and now there's like, they get 200 or 300 people there a day, which is great. They started charging admission for non-residents, so I need to find a way to sneak in or not, because I fucking refuse to ever pay to go to Garfield Park Conservatory. I used to volunteer there. I put a ton of time into it. I'm not, you know how it works with these conservatories. The people that work there are great, like on the ground, and then some fucking administrator comes in, some pencil neck, and he's like, well, we're missing a lot of revenue. This is an opportunity. Suddenly, there's a $10 or $15 admission price slapped on there, and that's great for people that are fucking 30 or 40 years old and somewhat established. Well, I guess that age is raising now since we're in the United States, and basically the younger generation is getting fucked. But for younger people that are like 20 or younger, that's a 10, $15. They're not going to pay that. So now you just eliminated the people who really need to go in there and see it and get exposure to those plants. So it's I see it happen everywhere. Like free institutions is what they did with all the museums here. That's the way that the United States is going, and that's why you got to have an exit plan. This was supposed to be a live stream about an Ecuador trip. Now it's a live stream about how everybody should get the fuck out of the U.S. It's not going anywhere good. It's over. It's empire in decline. There's brighter pastures, elsewhere. Right? I just fucking leave. Or travel, you're not gonna own a house, you're not gonna have a family. Just fucking get used to it. You can maybe have a family later on, but fucking give it up, right? Don't take out student loans, don't take out obligations, right? This whole system's fucking rigged. I was talking to a friend who he's 78. He spent 30 years riding freight trains, and he's not like a bum. He's not like shitting under the bridge bum, right? He was I think it was one of the smartest people I know and one of the healthiest people I know too. Never drank, right? You got to stay away from the fucking booze. That's a scam. Stay away from smoking. But he spent 30 years riding trains, and it was, he's like, I never wanted the career. I never wanted the piece of paper. I didn't want to get locked into this professional life that's not fun, where you've got to live up to this fucking reputation. It's all a scam. And I wanted to actually enjoy my life and spend time, and so he was riding trains around for free. He would go to a place, he'd get in the city, he'd hang out in libraries, coffee shops, whatever, reading, exercising his mind. He's the healthiest fucking guy I know, most fit. He's fucking 78 and he's like biking everywhere still, and not like spandex warrior biking, just used it to get around, Doesn't get all the fancy shit. Never owned a car. Just super healthy fucking guy. And he lives in St. Paul. And so yeah, he was like, I just never wanted to do that. It was all a scam. And you know, he's like, I could take a dirt nap tomorrow, and I've had a pretty good life. I'd be okay with that. I've had a great fucking life. So anyway, all right, I don't know how we got on this, but yeah. So yeah, we've talked about the system's fucking rigged, and so you know, get the most out of life instead of spending all your time going to school and learning to follow rules and get a degree and worrying about what some fucking knob thinks of you, you know, and you know, so and just keep your mind exercised and stay the fuck away from booze and drugs. Okay. Anyway, let's go back to this. This was supposed to be a live stream about an Ecuador trip to see if anyone can actually make it for November. I don't think people can do it. I think the thing is off. Whoa, what the fuck? Where was this? That's really nice. When did we see the sun there? I almost forget. Anyway, um, oh, floral morphology. What is that? Geonoma? What is that? What poem is that? Take photos of fucking everything. Yeah, the flash could be an issue here. Floral morphology of a Gesneriad. Look at those anthers. Look at the way they dehiss like little clams. Yeah, people. Yeah, I'm not the one to ask for life advice. What should I do? Should I go into study botany? No, go into trade school. The future here in America is fucked. It's not going to get any better. Oh, look at the Blakea. Armored millipedes. Those guys are so cute, and they fluoresce under UV. Anyway, yeah, Garfield Park's great. It's fucking great. You have medical weed. No, I don't have medical weed. I don't really smoke weed. What the fuck? I am 26 and I have 6 children, and yes, I am white. Okay, that's cool. I mean, that's good. That's good. If you're happy, that's all that matters. Man. I don't know. We're doing like demographic shoutouts. I'm a half Hispanic, half Asian male. I've got 1.5 children, and I live in Schaumburg, Illinois. Yeah, trade school is good advice. You know, it's you know, it's the situation's not getting any better here. They're defunded science. You know, all the museums are you're gonna have to pay to get into. It's only getting dumber. You know, it is. We're entering a Sagan-esque dystopia. You want to know what that means? Read like Carl Sagan. Read like Demon Haunted World. That's where we're going, right? You know, learning to laugh at all the dark shit's going to be really important, unless you can get out of here, right? Unless you get, if Mexico got its cartel shit and corruption shit under control, that'd be a wonderful spot, right? There's plenty of other places, Australia, you know, where people are less crazy and less perpetually online and less, you know, manufactured to hate each other. Plenty of other options. A very 70K a year mindset. Yeah, there you go. That's the way to think. Yeah, there's no other way around. You just don't want to deal with some discomfort. Anyway, I traveled around a year for fucking 3 years, you know, living on like a few $100 a month. You deal with some discomfort, you're okay. 70K a year mindset. Get the fuck out of here. How do you think there's no other ways around it? You can figure out a way if you're smart, right? If you don't try, you're never going to figure it out, though. I guarantee you that. Just take out student loans and hope the situation here improves. Join a Chicago Carpenters Union, right? You can't even get a Berwyn bungalow anymore for 200K. Everything's fucked. I wouldn't go to New Zealand. It's nice to visit. It's fucking boring there, and it'll be expensive too. And there's a lot of those like self-flagellating Caucasians. You know, we're still like fucking. They're probably still doing land acknowledgments there. Canada's boring too. I wouldn't go to Canada, and it's expensive as fuck. Yeah, never pay medical debts. Please never pay medical debts. Okay, we're talking about Ecuador, right? This Ecuador trip that no one's going to go on. I didn't schedule it. I'm just invited to help try and. Oh, yeah. Well, oh, this is Alex's dog. I forgot about her. She was so sweet. She came with us everywhere. She just followed us. All right, I got to piss soon. It's going to be time to end the live stream. What was this amaryllis? This obviously moth-pollinated amaryllis. Right, you guys talk. Let's just have a therapy. What's really bothering you? I mean, aside from the dystopia, you want to hear about the plants, then don't talk about how it's a 70K a year mindset. You fucking leaving the country. You can only do it if you're rich. No, people fucking migrate out there. You can get out of here. You know, that's I have a feeling that's what people are going to be doing in 10 years. People are going to be going the other way over that wall. Holy shit. Yeah, you can't go to New Zealand. That's only for the rich cunts. That's a non-gender specific cunt too. That's what I'm saying. Cunt non-gender. So don't get on me about it. You know, it's great if you call fucking men cunts. Almost all the time when I'm using the word cunt, it's referring to men. I love you too. It's okay. Don't worry, Ash. Okay, what the fuck? Where's Mr. Taco at Ogden? And see, we're not even talking about plants. You guys you're taking advantage of my ADD. You know, I'm fucking all over the place. You know, it's so weird. My mind is like a fucking ping pong ball. Mr. Taco at Ogden and Austin. Where the fuck is this? I've never heard of this. I got to go look it up. I was just at Ogden and Austin the other day. What is it? Oh, have you been to the Steak and Egger on Ogden Avenue? Right there by Cicero Yard. I used to bike there in beautiful, what is that, Berwyn Cicero border. That's a wonderful spot to go. In a different, if I had to ever move back to Chicago, I'd move to Berwyn. But, prices there are fucking insane. You get a nice Berwyn bungalow, by the Clyde yard, by the train yard right there. You got it made. That's you should see what they do with the Halloween decorations. I just spoke to Alan Rockefeller, and I asked him what he thought of Halloween decorations. He said he doesn't like them. I was kind of upset. How do you not like? If you're going to talk shit on holiday decorations, why not Christmas? Fuck Christmas. That's a song. Why would you have a problem with Halloween? Everybody likes Halloween. I had a slinky once, but I tried this. What the fuck is that? I don't know what she's got down here. These contractors are taking advantage of my ma. Okay. Anyway, hold on. Oh wow, his name is Rockefeller. It sounds like really problematic. It's a fake name, Gretchen. Settle down. Not you. I'm just we think about the next generation. Yeah, we got to think about the next generation. We got to tell them, get the fuck out of here. It's not going anywhere good. Well, but speaking of which, did you see the Pete Buttigieg interview on Channel 5 today? This guy's asking me to piss. Michael Logan's asking me to piss. You got to pay for that. I got an OnlyFans. He wants to see me piss. Some people are into the water sports. I never really understood it. But, if the price is right, anything's possible. Oh, God, they have Christmas stuff out already at the Jewel Osco. That's terrible. More plastic for the ocean. Wait, food is great where? Are you talking about the Taco King? Anyway, pay for that water. This isn't my house, man. I didn't pay for shit. Someone's, the fucking guy who made the money off this probably used it to buy a jet ski or some dumb shit, right? It's a sad fact. A lot of people, when they get that, a lot of contractors, when they get that payment, they buy dumb shit with it. Where's Sam's Club? Is there a fucking, what are you talking about? There's no Sam's Club here. All right, let's see. Valley mentality. That's everywhere. There was a lot of rednecks I used to work with for the railroad in in Roseville, California, and they would do that dumb shit. They would buy the dumbest shit with their money. Like the idea of stacking up shit so you don't have to work at some point, it was totally escaped them. It was like you just get the throne the throne scrub. Sounds like a bathroom. Sounds like a bathroom enthusiast group. Yeah, I'm gonna go buy a motorboat so I can use it 2 weeks out of the year. Stupid shit. Stupid shit. God fucking hey, get me out of here. You know? Um, yeah, Texas, the thorn scrub's good. We're trying to put up fencing once it cools down, probably in November. Um, yeah, I don't know. We've gotten a bunch of pigs. We've gotten 8 pigs this year. There's 2 others we see on the wildlife cam. But anyway, whoa, somebody's in Saudi. No shit. You documenting the plants there at least and putting them on iNet? Um, let's see. Okay, wait, we were talking about Ecuador. No one can come on this Ecuador trip, right? This is November. This is a fucking November trip. I'm down here by the water heater, so the Wi-Fi's good. This is a November trip for this Ecuador, and no one can do it. What do you think? Is November a shitty time or what? Tell me the truth, then we'll get back to the topic. November's a lousy time. November, what is it? November 6th? Who's Mayo Pete? Oh, yeah. Pete Buttigieg. Yeah, horrible. Yeah. Yeah, and he's all good at yeah, we're going on the Ecuador trip. That's the thing. It's in November. Okay? No, it's never dry in Ecuador. It's I think Ecuador. Yeah. Yeah, February might be better. Why are people talking about pissing? You got some sick fucks in this live stream. I really do. Yeah, Pete Buttigieg. You know what? These fucking politicians. You need someone who's totally just doesn't give a shit, and it's just at least for political. It's the whole thing is so fucked. You're never gonna get someone like that. You're never gonna get someone that doesn't have a filter, except for the fucking guy we have now, who's awful, of course. You're just gonna get these slimy fucking smiling, the equivalent of customer service agents. With the canned laughter, just the fucking phonies. It's all so. But yes, it's we're done. We're done. Toast. Put a fork in your ass. Okay, let's see. Arctic botany. I think that should be easy. There's only three species down there. All right, we'll end this soon. Everyone's gonna go outside in like 15 minutes. That's what we're gonna do. I think. What is it? It's the time, isn't it? Oh wow, Cyclanthaceae. Look at that. Those are all seeds, I believe. Yeah, that was fucking wild. Jesus. Tiny seeds. What a weird family. Cyclanthaceae, the Panama hat family. This was some Ericoid trying to dissect the anthers. Was that a Semisia or something? Oh, this is the little melostome where the ants live in the swollen leaf bases. See? And you can eat them. They taste like lemon, reportedly. You've got the typical 3 leaf veins, 3 central leaf veins that all melostomes have, and then there's the ants living in there. But the ants aren't aggressive. They can't really do much for you. So I wonder where the mutualist benefit comes from. I suppose maybe it's when they defecate, it somehow fertilizes the plant. I have to look into this. I knew at one point, but I've been to so many places since then. Yeah, crazy. And every leaf had one of those in them. Little hotels. Okay, let's go back here. Let's see what you fucks are saying on there. Silene species. He's hot for silene. Yeah, I saw one in the Sierra Blanca of New Mexico. Let's see. How do you spell what? That melastome? Oh, Arctic, not Antarctic. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm reading a lot of shit here. Arctic. Yeah. What are the Arctic plants? Some freaky ericoids, some freaky blueberries and sedges and shit. Um, Schaumburgia. Schaumburg. Before I moved to the Rio Grande Valley, Schaumburg was the archetype I would use for like strip mall hell. I would use to refer to strip mall hell. Now, McAllen, Texas is the archetype I use to refer to strip mall hell, or really any city in Texas along the I-35 corridor. They're all so ugly. No, I'm not drinking cannabinoids. I'm drinking green tea. Okay. San Juan Islands. Where is that? Is that Washington? Is that what am I thinking of it right? Schaumburg. Thanks, Tony. Love these live streams. You guys just like laughing at my fucking brain going ping ponging all over the place. I'm gonna find the fucking contractor that sold my mod this enormous water heater she don't need. I'm gonna go break his kneecaps. Yeah, Apple's terrible, horrible. Diuretics make this dude's obsessed. What are you, a fucking urologist or something, Michael? Huh? You obsessed with the piss? He's like, you got to watch your kidneys, man. He's like, maybe he's a urologist, right? I should get his number. You never know when you're gonna need one. Maybe you can check my prostate. Is that what you go for? Is that what you do? Some people are into that. The water heaters. No, it doesn't make any sense. You're out there. You're out there. You're drinking cough syrup. The water heaters. You're fucking nuts. You're out there. You're losing it. You're losing me. Silene Laciniata. That was what I saw. Yeah. Okay. Let's go back to this. Let's go back to this. How's everybody doing? You collecting seeds? It's the fucking fall. You better be collecting seeds. Ooh, look at that tiny little orchid. Look at that tiny little guy. This is nice. This is a nice refresher. Oh, one of the Psychotria, which is now, I forget the genus name. I'm so bad. We get the genus name. They split Psychotria up into, oh, look at this, Selaginella. It's a nice one. Clanthacea again. Such a dope family. Who's this? Some massive begonia. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that Blakea. Jesus, those fucking anthers, man. Oh, where was the Psilocybe huxiganii? Some grass that's a pioneer species. I couldn't tell if it was invasive or native. I believe it was likely invasive. A lot of good stuff up there. Yeah, and for being on the equator, it wasn't that hot. We were at 3,000 feet elevation. That was a nice fungal species. I have to write the name down. Yeah, you should plant native plants all over your region. Yeah, there's so many areas that could use them. Just median strips, the sides of highways. There's so much, lawn is just the default for everything. It's fucking awful, man. It's horrible for flooding. It's just deserts, it's just lawn. It's just what's normalized. You have empty space you can't build anything because of space constraints or ownership or just code, whatever. People just make it lawn. It's terrible. It's fucking horrible, man. It's a you can hear the dog playing with this little squeaky toy. I gotta take him out. Oh, look at this. Look at this, Blakey. The melastomes. What a cool family. Melastomataceae. Oh. There was Wyusa there too. Oh God, some of the Zingiberales members, those ginger order members. That's a clusterfuck. Absolute clusterfuck. Cool melastomes, those bright blue fruits. Good for bird dispersal. I'm trying to convince somebody to plant native, and it's so hard, actually. Yeah, I know. It is. They just don't get it. I always tell people, you plant native, you're planting the tools that came with the land. It's what makes sense, right? if you live in fucking Wisconsin, you wouldn't try to plant palm trees, right? But that's essentially what people are doing in a lot of areas because it's not just the limitations aren't just cold, they're drought, they're the presence of a certain uh, herbivore, microherbivore, insect, whatever. You plant native, you're planting the things that have evolved there. There's millions of years of selection by that environment, but we think in 80-year lifespans. We don't zoom out long enough. We don't consider all that shit, And plus, part of the presentation I was just giving, which after the shows are over, I'll just put it on the podcast. The presentation I was just giving was about all that. It was about how fucked up American horticulture is. And it's not just the lawn. It's everything. You go to you have to cash a check at the shitty bank. You go to your school, whatever. You go to pick your kids up at school. The landscaping's all shit. It's all disconnected from reality. It's disconnected from biological and ecological reality. It's discordant with what makes sense. Okay, you've got these plants that act as a living machine. They help prevent flooding. They help reduce the heat island effect. They keep all the cool insects alive, which keep all the cool birds alive, so that we're not just living on this loner, this humanoid loners only life raft where everything else in the biosphere is fucking dead, and we just live in these dystopic sci-fi cities where there's no trees and no life. Right? That's what the plants do, and so we've got the native plants, we ignore those, and we plant all this goofy bullshit, this horticultural garbage that doesn't even exist in nature in most cases. It was literally bred in a greenhouse. It was cultivated in a greenhouse by selective breeding. You grow 1,001 thing, you pick the 2 that have showier flowers or variegated leaves, and then you just backcross those and hybridize those. Or you create a plant that isn't messy, whatever the fuck that means. We live in this world that is just so disconnected from anything real, right? Like plants are messy, all the stupid shit you hear people say, right? And you look at the landscaping that's out there, and most of it fucking sucks. It's not native. It's boring garbage. It's evenly spaced, uniform lines of horticultural atrocities that don't exist in nature anywhere. And their wild ancestors that they were derived from don't even exist on the continent, right? Like crepe myrtles are from fucking Asia. It's so fucking bleak. God, I fucking hate. I almost hate American horticulture more than I hate the lawn. Seriously, it's fucking garbage, right? It's only a little bit better, right? The roots go a little bit deeper. Maybe they help prevent flooding a little bit. It's keeping the sun off the ground a little bit, keeping the ground from heating up, but it's still shit. They plant Nandina domestica. Nandina domestica, you used to be able to, I don't know if you still can. Have you been to Fort Worth Botanic Garden? It's kind of a crummy botanic garden. It's pretty shitty. They used to have Nandina domestica as a landscape plant, and then you talk to landscapers and there's these affluent fucking twats, I put this here for depth and color and I like the leaf texture. Shut the fuck up. You're not Mark Rothko. Sit down. All right. Just plant the native shit that grew there, for the last 500,000 years, and don't worry about it, okay? Maybe make a little path, a spot to sit on a bench. Stop overthinking it, fucking Picasso. You're not an artist, okay? Quit, get your nose out of your own ass. All right, I don't care that you went to landscape school, all right, you gooch. These goofy Gucci motherfuckers, and they snip each other's farts at these dinner parties and bouquets and stuff. God, it makes me so fucking mad. And then they see a channel like Crime Pays, and they're like, oh, that's really great that you found your passion, but you're not as educated as me in horticulture. I know how to place things and I know design. Shut the fuck up. Get out of here, you fucking twat. Anyway, so you need to make fun of these people. I'm sorry, you do. Fucking landscapers. 1 out of every 10 is cool. 1 out of every 10 is actually spent time in quote nature or wild environments or anything that could be considered that, make fun of them. I mean, maybe not. You could do outreach. You could be nice too. But a lot of these people are so arrogant. There's no, who the fuck pays for a landscape architecture degree? Jesus Christ. What a fucking knob. See, that's why I travel. That's why I don't like staying in the same place. I don't want to be trapped with the same group of humans, in these bubbles where, just, I don't know. You can always leave town, right? You can always leave town. That's what I've been doing since I was 21. And go get on a fucking freight train and get the fuck out of here, right? Whatever. The system's a scam. It's a fucking joke. right? Society's only getting okay. We're getting distracted here. All right. Well, do you like landscaping? Actually, I've got a landscape degree. I've been doing this for 20 years. Yeah, that's fuck. It's, shirt tucked in, you're all fucking clean cut. Yeah, you're the one that's making the world I live in as ugly as possible, right? Like, not only do I get these fucking LED light up billboards that ruin the sky, now I have to go. The only plants I can encounter because all the habitat's been destroyed are the uniform lines of Nandina domestica and crepe myrtles that were planted for depth and color and variegated leaf patterns. And they've got a longer flowering time, or they don't produce nectar or pollen because those things are messy. Like, now I have to go in a fucking landscape that looks like the landscaping of a fucking, early 2000s video game. Like, fuck you, you guys are terrible, right? Sorry, I'm getting out, this is therapeutic for me, right? It's better for me to talk to you guys about this and spend $200 to talk to a shrink. The fuck does a shrink cost now, right? What the fuck was it? Oh, the pipes are making noise. Okay, well, you see, we were putting feelers out there for the Ecuador trip. I'm gonna make a safe bet that it's just a wrong time of year for people to go there in early November. But if you do want to go there in early November, you can email me. You can ask about the trip details. We're going to be doing Paramo and Upper Amazon. All right, two drastically different, but only a few hours apart habitats. Ecuador after New Year. See, that's what I was saying too. You do it, you plan it in, December. When's the best time? December or February for a Ecuador trip to go see the Paramo, to go see what 12,000 feet in the tropics looks like, and see how it resembles a coastal California woodland. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, landscape degree, but no calluses because they don't do the work themselves. They hire underpaid Mexicans and Guatemalans to do it, and they don't even fucking chill with those guys after work, right? That's how they do it. That's how they fucking do it, right? And then they come in with their fucking shirts tucked in and their fucking black rimmed glasses, and they sit there. They oversee things, as if they're some kind of fucking boss when they approve or disapprove or whatever, and then they put it on their resume. And the people who did all the fucking work and sweated their asses off don't get shit. Right? Here's $200. Get the fuck out of here. Right? Jesus Christ. Which sounds expensive as fuck. What? The landscaping? Or the fucking Ecuador trip? Hey, you got a problem with the Ecuador trip? I don't set the fucking price. All right? Everything's included in there. All right? And I'm going to be doing Tourette's sing-alongs and shit too. You got to pay for that. You think my songs and my fucking ranting aren't worth paying for? Huh? Someone wrote me a while ago. They wrote me an email and they said, God, where do these people come from? I can't believe you joke about having Tourette's. I have Tourette's. And I said, how do you know I'm joking? And then someone wrote me a while ago and they said it was offensive to wear drag. That was a fucking mind blower too. It was like, they were like, I'm trans. It's offensive to wear drag. Man, I've been doing drag on and off since I was 20. When I was, it's fucking funny. I'm sorry. It's funny. You can't wear drag. Shut the fuck up and get out of here. Like, go get something to complain about. Go get something real. Jesus Christ. I just can't. This is why people got to just fucking travel. If you're in this mindset and you're stagnating and you're looking for shit to fixate on and get upset about, fucking go. Go get on a fucking freight train. Go get on a fucking freight train. What do you got to lose? Right? Make sure it's road power. It's not a yard engine. And just get the fuck out of here. Go eat some shit. Go encounter some discomfort and get out of where you know everything already. Go encounter something new. It's good stimulus for the mind. Yeah, we did drag and kill your lawn, and someone was upset about me and Al dressed up as old ladies. I make a great old Italian woman, right? That was part of the skits for how we killed one of the lawns. We did, we were two old Catholic ladies in Chicago who saw the figure of St. Anthony in a lawn, and we decided we had to remove it and put it in the parish down on a 35th and whatever the fuck, right? Someone wrote me they were offended I did drag. And it wasn't someone from the right either. It was someone from the left. It was like, you don't even know where the fuck these idiots are coming from. nowadays. You know, this is the cult. This is where American culture is headed to. It's all downhill from here. People are getting dumber, and the culture is just getting more repugnant and ridiculous. Right? You could spend all that time teaching yourself wonderful things about the place we live on, or you can spend it online trolling, shit posting, arguing with people that are as dumb or dumber than you in the comments. I mean, we're fucked. We're totally fucked. I need to get out of here. All right, I'm gonna take the fucking dogs. I'm gonna go. I'd rather be a bum than live in, than a lot of other options that are available for you now. I'd rather be shitting under a bridge, riding trains around. It's getting bad. You guys really pulled that out of me. Okay, who can go on this fucking stupid Ecuador trip? It's not stupid. It's gonna be fun. But look at the Melostomps. Oh, look at that Blakea. Oh, yeah, look, it's Psilocybe hoogshiganii, which I don't want you to mention. Have you heard about all these people getting... Alan just lost his Instagram account because of mention of Psilocybe. Mandy got her account suspended. It's crazy. I know a bunch of people that got their fucking account suspended for mentioning psilocybin. Now I do have to piss. I wish I had a piss jug. I just put this down, go piss in the jug, mix it 7-to-1 ratio, water, piss, go water something. All that wasted nitrogen. Fucking squares. These fucking squares, these fucking stiffs, right? This live stream's already got demonetized. I didn't come here to just listen to this man angrily rant. It's hyper masculine. That's my white woman voice, dude. It's not the mocking a gay voice. It's another dumbass thing. The shit people say. You got to just not read the comments. Okay. Yeah, it's time to get off the apps for real. Okay, so this is Psilocybe hoogshiganii. It would not make sense to try to take this, for the psilocybin it contains. It's just interesting from an ecological and evolutionary viewpoint. It's decomposing wood, and it has likely received psilocybin via horizontal gene transfer. I guess since it isn't the same genus, it could be through direct inheritance, but. Can any plant can be a tree? A tree is just a form, right? It's polyphyletic, right? It's like being a winged animal. Any animal can evolve to be a winged animal, given the right phenotypic variation and selection pressures, right? Bats and birds both have wings, but they're not related. Many different things can be trees, but they're not. It's just a form. Generally woody. Palm trees are technically not trees. They're herbs because no monocot. Banana trees are herbs. There's no woody tissue there. No monocots really produce woody tissue. Not one Fabaceae. There was a Fabaceae in this live stream. You missed it. There was up in the Paramo. There was a Erythrina. You missed it. You got here late, pal. I don't know what to tell you. Look, oh, what the fuck look at that right there. It's an Erythrina. Tons of Erythrina. Some of the Erythrina, like we get Erythrina herbaceae in North America. Some of the Erythrina in Ecuador, there's another fucking legume right there. Some of the Erythrina in Ecuador are 80 feet tall, 90 feet tall. They're massive forest trees. Fuck, I gotta piss so bad. Look at the melostome with the abaxial leaf surfaces that are purple. Oh wow. Oh, this is this cool little I forget the Botricus, that viper. That was a male. He was a little small. I just really think that, there we go. Okay. I got an email from a really angry woman in St. Paul. It was great. Shout out to Meredith in St. Paul. I don't really like you. I'm just here because my husband thinks you're worth listening to, but it was a terrible show, just so you know. And you're an eco-fascist. And I think you're just doing this Midwest tour so you can travel around the Midwest for free. That's what we're doing. We're actually doing a composite filming of every Love's truck stop in the Midwest. So we wanted to go do a tour, and the only way to fund it was to have this front of it being a kill your lawn tour. It's entirely fake. We're just doing it to travel around the Midwest. Nebraska and Iowa are so lovely this time of year. We figured, what the fuck? Let's just do it. Come on. Everybody loves truck stop. And we're going to go in there. We're going to go in a bathroom. We're going to go into John. Al can do his bathroom reviews. And then, and this is a great way to fund it, right? On the dime of people who are dumb enough to come to our shows, which are not really about lawn killing or native plants or native botany or how to learn about those things. It's all fake. And I'm an eco-fascist. I didn't think the eco-fascist word was still going around. It's very circa 2000. Right? Remember when someone made it up and then put it out there, and then like everyone started parroting it because that's how human beings work. They just suck up whatever dumb shit they read online without thinking critically about it, and then just start puking it out there, repeating it, and everyone nods and claps. You know, it's left and right, both sides do this shit, of course. I think it's a little bit scarier when they do it on the right, but that's just me. Okay. Anyway, Danger Noodle, do not poop. Meredith shouldn't be mentioning her name. It was Becky. Let's call her Becky. Oh, did you see the Bush checking Becky video? Oh, it was so good. Oh, there's some Becky. She's like, a woman, the Caucasian woman. She's banging on some Mexican lady's truck and going on a rant. And I think it was in Southern California. And then next thing you know, there's a video of this black lady's got her in a headlock, and she's going, "Bitch, you don't talk to me like that, bitch!" They're screaming at this woman. She checks Becky into a bush. Fucking gold. I was laughing my ass off. It was hilarious. Okay. Yeah, nothing matters anymore, you know? You can. Okay, let's see. Vestigial fruiting bodies like Osage oranges. What are you talking about? What do you mean? Osage oranges they have nothing to do with fungi. Vestigial fruiting bodies. What do you mean? Oh, like fungi that somehow, what does that mean? I have no idea what you're talking about. Fungi that fuck, the heater's going off or whatever the fan is. You're talking about things that have a dispersal mechanism. Like the fruiting bodies were adapted to dispersal by some now extinct megafauna. I don't know. Ecofascism is like it's something people just like saying and then repeating. It made them sound smart and morally superior. I don't fucking know. I don't know how these kids work these days. You know, you read shit online. You just start repeating it. You don't actually. It doesn't come from like actual world experience. It comes from reading shit online. There is no world experience anymore because we're all online all the time. Right? That's the dystopia we live in, and everybody's nuts. And then some of these kids are spending, tens of thousands of hours playing video games, and that's not good for you. That's fucking not good for you. It's not like you're playing Tetris for an hour, you put it down. You spend thousands of hours on the fucking video games. And I can't say I blame these kids too. I mean, they're willingly poisoning their mind, but when you live in a spot like Dallas where everything outside is hideous and all the natural habitat's been destroyed, what else is there to do, right? Heroin or video games? They're just, just masturbation all the time. That's all there's to live for anymore, right? Okay. Donkey dick mushrooms in our yard. That's great. I've never heard of what is a donkey dick mushroom. That sounds entertaining. Okay, I'm gonna. You know what? We gotta stop this. We're at an hour already. I need to get the fuck outside too, because I'm gonna be. No, I'm trying to find. I'm not doing a paid ad for overpriced water. I'm trying to find a contractor that sold my mom this overpriced water heater. Look at this fucking thing. You could fit 3 bodies in there, right? Maybe you have to dissolve them in acid first. I don't know, but you could do it, right? She got ripped off. She got head. It's not her fault. All right. I gotta go. I'm supposed to be in a car for fucking 4 hours tomorrow, so I have to drive. I have to go walk around. I have to go get some fucking exercise. If you're interested in the Ecuador trip, email me. If not, and you have a reason, and you want to give me some feedback, let me know. Because I didn't organize it, but I'm trying to help Alan and Mandy and Alex sell it. It should be good, but I don't think November's a good time. So let me know. And then, we'll be doing a Kill Your Lawn tour next spring. If you want to help me set it up, email me. Or maybe do the Southwest or something. That's all I got. Have a great day. Go fuck yourself. Bye.